Welcome back to Inside Texas Politics. Culture wars are on their way back to Texas schools. The State Board of Education met last week in Austin. On the agenda, what should be taught about climate change, new standards for school libraries, and whether to allow politically conservative curriculum in the classroom. Aisha Davis is on the State Board of Education. She represents Dallas County. Aisha, welcome back to the program. One of your colleagues wants Texas teachers to start using video from a conservative group called PragerU. What all does this include, and why do you oppose it?
Unfortunately, students would have access to it. Unfortunately, it would strongly affect their ideas about American history, the things going on. Some very hard topics like slavery. It would give them ideas like it was okay, that it was widely accepted, even from those who were enslaved. It would give students the idea that, in the Americas before Christopher Columbus got here, it was just a massive confusion. There was a lot of violence, and they were doing things here that wasn't going on anywhere else that were really violent, which weren't true at all. So if we want our students to know the truth, there's no way that we can adopt these materials.
Aisha, school libraries are also the latest front in culture wars. We've watched those kind of play out over the past few years. The state board is debating new standards for school libraries. What kind of changes do you expect?
We are going to look at local control, giving our librarians some flexibility in looking at some of those books, but definitely looping in parents and other educators to make some of those decisions about what books are suitable for different age groups. But as of right now, we are looking at some different standards that our libraries will adhere to. We're working with different organizations to build those standards, but definitely trying to maintain the fidelity of our libraries and not trying to strip them of books that our students could learn a lot of value from.
Republicans have the majority there in the State Board of Education. They obviously do in state government, and the legislature as well. They've been against local control for the past decade or so. Do you expect local control of school libraries to pass?
Right now, this item does look like it is going to have some support. This is from direct legislation that came from across over at the Capitol. So in this instance, there is some evidence that local control will help with whatever it is that they're saying is going on with libraries. By including your school board and those librarians, it makes the discussion a little more centered around the needs of those communities. And so I'm hoping that by using the guidelines that we'll set and having those community conversations, we'll be able to have libraries that our families and our students can trust.
You and your colleagues are also debating whether Texas eighth graders should learn about climate change and the causes of it. And I think one of your colleagues even mentioned the benefits of burning fossil fuels. The final curriculum, I believe I understood, was going to be decided in November. What do you expect that to look like?
So we've done the curriculum changes to science, and unfortunately, we did not have a lot of information, in-depth information about climate change. Rather, my colleagues said that they can focus on the carbon cycle instead of knowing about climate change. So you will have students in Texas public schools that won't even understand the changes in the environment around them. So we are looking for textbooks at this time that support the standards that we've previously adopted. So my hope is that those textbooks will have in-depth information about climate change, so our students still do have some exposure to that information. And we will be making those decisions on our science textbooks very soon.
Aisha, thank you for the time. We appreciate it.